Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So because I talk so much on here about success and hitting your goals, achieving your dream life, all that good stuff, I thought I would talk about a topic today that actually plays such a big part in you actually doing and achieving and creating all of these things, or not achieving and creating and doing all those things. And I want to talk about this because this is something that a lot of people just foresee and don't even realize that it is the one thing that is actually holding them back from doing all that they want to do. And that one thing is themselves. You heard me right. It is yourself. You listening to this video right now, you listening to this, you watching this YouTube video, yes, you might just be the very thing that is holding you back from actually doing all the things that you want to do. I know for a period of my life, I was that one thing that was holding me back from becoming the best version of myself, doing all the things that I dreamt of. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the reasons why you might just be self-sabotaging your success. Diving straight in with it is reason number one, your limiting beliefs. Yes, we're talking about beliefs because this, and I've talked about this so much on this channel, this is the most powerful thing that you have. Your mind success starts in here. Your beliefs play such a big role in the success that you have or the lack of it that you have. Whatever you believe to be true is exactly what is gonna come to life in the outcomes that you get. If you believe that you cannot hit that goal, you cannot hit that goal. If you believe you are not worthy of having that level of success, you will not have that level of success. If you think that you can't do what that other person is doing, then you will not be able to do what that other person is doing. A lot of us that are like striving for next level success and all these incredible outcomes and creating, such a better life for ourselves don't necessarily come from a background of a rich family, an incredible upbringing. Just in general, a lot of us, whether we look at our past experiences, our past way of living, the way we grew up, the way we were raised, the people we were around, and a lot of us hold on to these things and like drag them into our future. But you need to let those things go. You need to let go of the past. You need to let go of the person that you used to be and the only person that you are maybe familiar with right now, if that's not the person that you want to be. You need to just let go of all these things that you're used to and stop making those things come into the reality that you have now. Because guys, I need you to understand, you can decide every single day when you wake up to reinvent your whole life, to reinvent yourself, to create a much different lifestyle and way of living, from the people that you surround yourself with, to the way that you think, to what you believe in, to the things that you do for a living. Every single thing can be changed like this. Like, for example, if I don't like something about myself right now, if I don't like the fact that I am not a confident person, let's say this as an example, I can choose tomorrow, if I know I want to be a confident girl, I can choose to wake up tomorrow and decide that that is the person that I'm going to be. I'm going to scrap the fact that I haven't been confident in the past, or that I lack skills, or I lack traits that I maybe want to potentially possess. But I am completely disregarding that version of me, and I'm only entertaining the thought and the beliefs of the future me that I want to be. If you are inspired by someone, maybe the things that they have, the traits that they possess, the skills that they have, the outcomes they have, the lifestyle, I promise you, there is no reason why anybody that you're looking up to or anybody that you're inspired by, there's no reason why that cannot be you. I promise you guys, every successful person, whether that be an athlete, a singer, or a millionaire or a billionaire or anything, they all started exactly where you probably are right now. Not confident, lacking this, lacking that, but they didn't let that limiting belief of never experiencing any of these things before, never being any of these things before, hold them back from the fact that one day they can. Reason number two, that you're self-sabotaging your success, is your comparison to others. I like to say there's like a good comparison and a bad comparison that you can do. Of course, there's people that I look up to. I look up to them in the sense that I'm like, they are killing it. I love that they did this. I love that she was able to do that. I love that she owns this. I think you should, it's very healthy to look up to people, to be inspired by people, right? This is literally where my vision once started, right? Me just being a little broke girl, I was inspired by all these people that had all these incredible things, and I saw the girls that I wanted to become like, and the lifestyle that they had and the things that they did. And so that was very healthy for me, because if it wasn't for that, then I would have never gone after the things that I've done today, and I would not be who I am today, right? So there's that healthy level of comparison, yes, that you should of course have, but then there's that unhealthy comparison where you're comparing your success to someone else. You're comparing how fast someone is doing something versus you. You're comparing, why did this person do this when I haven't been able to do this yet? You're comparing your story to someone else's story. I remember when I got started in, the whole online business space, I saw other people that were literally killing it, right? Killing it on social media, making all this money, so confident on social media, having X, Y, and Z. And I was like, why? Like, how come I'm not getting the views that they get? How come I'm not making the money that they have? How come I'm not having the success that they're having? But I need to understand that every single person's story and storyline is completely different. Maybe there's things in the background that I don't see. Maybe they started before me. Maybe they had a mentor that was behind the scenes teaching them certain things. A lot of things that we don't see that goes on behind the scenes from someone else's story versus yours. And every single person, guys, like me and you, can both be on a run to make $100,000 this year on social media, right? That's very broad, but let's just say we are both, you and I, on a run to make $100,000 this year on social media, okay? There might just be one video, a TikTok video, a YouTube video, or something like that goes viral for me. Out of luck, that one video might have just went viral, okay? And because it went viral, I got noticed, and this person reached out to me, and I had this, and I did this, and you might be saying, well, Christina and I started at the exact same time on this run to 100K, and let's say I hit that goal, okay? And what if I hit that goal from that one viral video? How can you be comparing yourself to me? Because I had one lucky video. You just don't know what goes on behind the scenes in that aspect. But the second aspect is, and I'm such a firm believer, and I've spoken about this so many times, and that your story being written in the exact way that it needs to be for you. And I promise you, every single thing that is happening on that journey of yours through that story, every single page that you flip is necessary to the person that you're becoming, the things that you're learning, the strength that you're building, the resilience, the intangibles that you're building, and the things that can't be taken away from you. Like, every single page in that story book that you're really, writing for yourself is so important, right? A lot of the times when bad things were happening, or I had down times, or I had struggles, I had failures, I would be comparing myself to maybe somebody else for X, Y, and Z reason. But those struggles built strength in me. Those hard times developed the leadership within me. So every single thing, good, bad, crazy, like, it was all necessary on my story. And I promise you, when you're staying in your own lane, you're not gonna get distracted or demotivated when you're trying to look at everybody else's story. Reason number 3, and this is so big, and it's such a major thing that I see, is self-sabotaging people's success. And I am even a victim of this. I have fallen guilty of this many times in the past, and it's starting and stopping. I think we've all been guilty of starting and stopping. Even looking at maybe like a fitness journey, we've all been guilty of like having this fitness goal, being on this fitness journey, being all in for a month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever it is, and then we have that rut period where we get demotivated. Notice some of your gains being lost. Notice that your healthy eating habits have just completely fallen out of place, and we see how hard it is when you stop to regain that momentum. I always say consistency is so sexy, and consistency is just, and I know that word gets thrown around so much when it comes to success, but consistency is what makes your day-to-day life so much easier. So for me, using a same fitness example, when I'm going at it every single day in the gym, when I'm waking up on time, going to the gym in the morning, the exact same time every single morning, I'm in that routine, I'm having my breakfast, lunch, and dinner all meal prepped, and I'm eating healthy, and I've been eating healthy. I'm feeling so good every single day because I'm in that routine. When you have a routine, when you have that consistency, you're in momentum, right? You're in momentum. But the minute I slack off a day or 2 days or 3 days, and especially the longer I let that slack off, it's so much harder to regain myself back into that. Now, of course, we're gonna have off days. Of course, we're gonna have hard times, and that's fine. Take your off days, take your relaxed days. I have relaxed days. When it comes to your success and what it is that you're trying to do, I always see this being such a major thing that doesn't just delay people's success. I have seen starting and stopping be the thing that completely gets someone out of the game, completely get someone to quit. So there's really two sides to this. There's actually people that sadly, they start and stop, but they do it too many times that at one point, they just stop for good. And then you're never gonna hit your goals. You're never gonna achieve the things you wanna achieve. So that's like very bad. And I've actually seen that. On the other hand of that, just in general, you're delaying your success. You're delaying your results when you're starting and stopping and starting and stopping. Try your hardest to stop the stopping part, to stop the parts where you just let go for too long. And again, off days are okay. Having that day off, having that you day, that relaxation day where you're focused on you and you're focusing on your well-being, that is not what I'm talking about. We know what I'm talking about. Whether it be fitness, your business, your side hustle, your goals, like whatever it is, avoid the stopping parts, right? And especially when you have a stopping part, and by the way, a stop can be because like you had a little bit of a setback, you had a failure, you're going through a challenging time, maybe something in your personal life is affecting your business life. So life is always happening. Life is always happening around us. But how quick can you get through that so you can start again, right? Because one day can easily turn into 3, can easily turn into 5, can easily turn into a week, can easily turn into a month or months. And the longer you're in that stop, in that stagnant period, the harder it is to regain that momentum. Reason number 4, why you're self-sabotaging your success is because you are not growing. You are not growing, guys. Your income dies, your growth dies, your gains die, your skills die. Everything dies when you stop growing. You need to make it a habit to get 1% better every single day. I am so big on personal development. I'm so big on learning something new every single day. I'm so big on my diet, and I always refer to my diet, what I'm consuming, like my mind, my brain, my skills, my development, my leadership, like all the things that I need to be good at for what I'm personally trying to achieve for myself. I need to make sure in at least one of the areas every single day, I'm learning something new, I'm growing. And as long as you're growing, everything else around you will keep on growing. Your income, your business, your all these things. And this doesn't have to be hard, right? Like, so for me, I'm in the social media space. So maybe today I listen to a podcast on 10 tips to brand yourself better on social media. I do 2 major things. I have an online social media business, and I'm in the investing space, in the crypto space. So, maybe I'm learning something about crypto or investing or wealth building, or I'm learning something that can help me more in my online business. I also mentor people online, right? I help people build online income. So I'm learning a lot about leadership, right? Because I mentor people, I'm talking with people on a daily basis, I'm coaching people. So leadership is another topic that I look into. But in general, learning something new, and you not growing will self-sabotage your success. The 5th thing in the self-sabotaging your success is playing small. Playing small in the sense of, first and foremost, a lot of the times, kind of going back to that first thing that I talked about when it comes to like your upbringing, you were raised, and the things that you are familiar with and the things that you know. A lot of the times, for an average person, just like how I was 5 years ago, it was very hard to rewire my brain and to speak as if I can become a millionaire one day, right? Because I was so used to just thinking like a very average person. 70K a year, 80K a year, 100K a year, like, whoa, like that would be insane. But like a millionaire, that's impossible for someone like me. I'm just an average girl. You have to be like a celebrity. You need to be famous to become a millionaire, right? Playing small in the sense of like framing you and where you're going and not comparing it to where you are right now or your past. Also playing small when it comes to once you get good at something or once you achieve a goal for yourself, you need to do stuff that make you stretch all over again. 5 years ago, when I started my online business, hit 6 figures, I could have become very complacent, right? Where I was. Like, I hit a 6-figure income. This was something that I once dreamt of. But the key to success is not becoming complacent with where you're at, because there's always room for where you can still go. Once you achieve one thing, I promise you, you can achieve another. We get comfortable when we hit a goal. So instead, when you start hitting a goal, what can I do next? How can I achieve higher? How can I become better? Okay, and then the 6th And final thing, understanding that your focus needs to be internal rather than external. Whole idea of shifting from goals to growth. When you make this mindset shift, your thinking shifts onto the bigger picture. You become less impatient. Say you're just shooting for the goals, like you're only looking at the goal. You'll achieve your goal, you may not grow. But if you shoot for growth, you'll actually grow, but you'll also hit your goal. I used this example when I was speaking on stage at an event a little while ago. And I pretty much explained to people, I'm like, let's just use 2 examples of people that are trying to make 6 figures on social media, right? We live in a digital era, obviously, where half of us are making full-time livings on social media. I love this for us. We're born in the right generation. But 2 people that are trying to make 6 figures online, okay? Let's say both these 2 people will do A and B, person A, person B. They both start their online income journey the exact same day, okay? And person A had one viral video that just blew up for them overnight, and boom, they made 100K on social media. And person A did that in 2 months. 2 months, they made 100K. Now, person B, they also made 100K, but they did it in 2 years. Now, the way they did it was, they did a lot of learning. They did a lot of growing. They did a lot of building up their social media. They did a lot of building up their skills. They did a lot of building their brand, right? They did a lot of building relationships and building credibility, and they just really worked behind the scenes. They were really focused on the internal growth rather than the external, right? External meaning just that goal of 100K. And in that as well, there was a lot of trials and tribulations and trial and error and ups and downs. You really went on the journey, okay? That is eventually how person B hit 6 figures. I want to ask you guys right now, pretending you were about to start your online income journey, and I would ask you, would you rather be person A or person B? So many of you guys so fast would say A. Like, why would I choose person B? Why would I choose to take 2 years and all that headache and all that trial and tribulation to make 100K when person A did it in 2 months so easy? Of course I would rather person A. Okay, but now what if I told you that tomorrow both of these 2 lost everything? Literally had to start from 0. Who would you rather be, person A or B? I'll ask you again. You would rather be person B. Why? Because person B, guess what? They know exactly what it took to make that 100K, and they can do it all over again. Even better, they can probably do it faster because now they're experienced. They have the intangibles, they have the skills, they developed a brand, people know who they are, and they built strength, they built resilience, they built so much, right? Whereas this person, they only did it from that one viral video. They don't even know how to make that 100K again. Maybe they will never even be able to make money like that ever again. The whole thing here is person B, they were focused on growth rather than goals. Whereas this person was just focused on the goals. And I know it can seem very exciting to just hit a goal. I get it. But I promise you, it will be worth it growing to that goal. Someone can take all my online income away. Just give me a phone and some Wi-Fi. I can do it all over again, right? Because I have the skills to make money online. I know what it takes. I know what I gotta do. I have the strength, I have the confidence, I have all the things, okay? But with that being said, that wraps up what I wanted to share with you guys when it comes to some of the major reasons why you are self-sabotaging your very own success. And I promise you, a lot of the times, the reason why you're not having the success you want is just because of you. Can you believe how crazy that is? We are the one person that can be holding us back from all these incredible things. So take note of these things, be mindful of these things, and work on these things if you've noticed that you may be falling into one of these categories. With that being said, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll link it down below. I'm active on my Instagram every single day. So you guys can contact me on there. We can have chats on there. I also post content on there every single day. Also, if you have any video recommendations for me, drop them down below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video.